I need you to understand, Milo, that the reason we are listening to this song is simply because of the fact that you said I was tricking you guys into listening to more Weird Al. So yes, the lore stream is just tricking you guys into listening to more Weird Al. Oh. Don't worry, we'll go back to the regularly scheduled music in a moment. Oh. I haven't hopped into Sea of Thieves in God knows how long, Captain Manslaughter, because I haven't had a computer to do so with. Oh, yes. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Let's see if we can shed some light on this scene today, shall we? We want display capture. Hi, Weird Al. And we want camera. Hi, everybody. I'm back. Oh, hello. I'm real. I'm back. I am not well dressed today. I am in, like, essentially pajamas and a lot of different blankets. So yeah. I'm, I literally, I took a nap today, right? But I was like, I will take a nap. I will take a nap in the most uncomfortable way possible. So I took a nap on the sofa, which it's not big enough for me to actually lie on it horizontally when it's folded up. And it's right next to my computer, so it means that there's always stuff going on around me. Um, so yeah. Yeah, I do, Milo. I do. I so okay, the way I justify can we turn Weird Al off? Yeah, we can turn Weird Al off for now. Let me turn the regularly scheduled music on at a relatively low volume. There we go. Yeah. So I the way I justify it to myself is if I am streaming to YouTube or recording things for YouTube, I will wear the mask. Because that is where the story is. But if I'm just streaming to Twitch, like I am today, I will forsake the mask for the sake of my own comfort. Because, as you guys may know, the mask is actually quite uncomfortable to wear. I actually have it just here. Here we go. So this is the mask, everybody. For those of you that don't know about it, who haven't tuned into the streams I've done over on YouTube, this is the mask. If we take a look at the inside of the mask, right, you can see all this is basically cured, well, not even cured leather. It's almost uncured in the way it's constructed. And as you all know, this is the prototype. I am planning to get a proper one made, but the proper one is expensive, and I'm not sure who I need to make it yet. Because I can't make it, because the plans for it are ridiculous even in my head. Um, I was. I did have a sudden urge one day to reach out to Adam Savage and ask him to work on it, which would be a wild thing to do. But I don't think that I could afford Adam Savage to do it. I mean, if, Dusty, if you happen to know someone who can work with porcelain, steel, and electronic circuits, then maybe. Because that's the plan. So let me give you guys a decent rundown of this. Do I have paint? Oh, yeah. So let's extend this out. Yeah. Well, Adam isn't just a mythbuster. It may be one of the things that he's most well known for these days, but he's also a maker. In fact, he's a pretty big one in the community. And he's done a decent amount of prop and model work for films. And that's what the mask needs to be, essentially. It needs to be a film prop. However, I want to incorporate some degree of functionality into it. Line? Yes, line. Yes. Paint. We are in paint. So, the mask itself, the design is relatively simple. God, I haven't used paint in years. Let's work in a geometric way. So, the design of the mask itself is essentially based on this sort of design, splayed out as it is. This is one side of the mask, shall we say. The idea for the final design is this. The mask will be split into two sections. A spring steel frame that will have lines running across it like this. And then a segmented porcelain cover, which will be segmented into portions a little bit like this. So a little bit geometric and fractal. Now, the idea behind this is that the mask needs to be comfortable to wear for long periods of time. And that doesn't mean it needs to be soft or that it needs to be like gentle to the face. Like, yes, technically it does need to be gentle, but the idea behind it is when worn, the mask needs to be able to cool down the face. Because one of the main problems with this mask is that it's rough on the inside, but it's also warm. And after long periods of time wearing it, it will slowly heat the face up, which isn't great. So what this mask needs to be able to do is to cool down the face. And the way I'm thinking of implementing that is when the steel or whatever type of alloy that I decide to use in the mask's frame heats up, it expands. And thusly, the segmented porcelain sections expand with it, creating cracks along the mask's interior sections, even visually showing them on the surface as sort of just a general effect, which then allows cold air to seep in to the mask, cooling down the skin and cooling down the mask in the process. Additionally, I'm thinking that I may want to install some form of coolant lines running through the mask just for some added cooling effect. And that's where parts of the circuitry come in. The other parts of the circuitry are that I want to eventually incorporate lenses into the mask as well that have AR projection on them so that I can do some funky stuff. But that's a long time in the future, I imagine. Sorry. I'm also eating breakfast right now, if you couldn't tell. Is it good? The breakfast? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's, what are these? Are they? They're little milk chocolate pillows. Which are quite nice, actually. Give me a bit of chocolate. I can't really focus without my brain running on sugar at the moment. 3D printing would be a temporary option, Dragon Reaper. And the reason I say that is because most 3D printing items are either plastics or resins, both of which have a tendency to insulate. The reason I'm picking porcelain for the actual face of the mask is because it is not an insulator. Or rather, it doesn't act as an insulator right off the bat. It absorbs heat, but it doesn't like properly insulate it. It will dissipate it. It's one of the reasons that porcelain plates are utilized in heating elements and stuff. Porcelain plating is utilized in like heat sinks and stuff like that. Not as often these days, but it used to be quite a lot. So the base steel frame, the idea being, the base steel frame would be just like that would have to stick. Essentially, you can't really replace it. It would probably be spring steel, so that it'd be quite light. Then there would be small, like neodymium magnet points, somewhere like here, 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 and here, and here, on that steel frame that would be connected to neodymium magnets. Yes, Dusty, we've been listening to Linkin Park. What do you think was gonna come next? Pretty much. I apologize. I don't. I love this song. But The idea being that these porcelain panels could be switched out for different ones if the need arises, or if I have something weird I want to do. Like, for example, I don't know, one day I want to wear a pride version of the mask, and I just put one that has a bunch of rainbow stripes across it. It means that I can use the same frame with custom-made face plating for different things, essentially. Which I really like the idea of. But it's a long way off, and probably not going to happen for a while. So I'm not too worried about it. At any rate, today we are not here for any of that, as Tom Scott might say. Not Tom Scott, Tim the Traveller. That's it. Thinking about YouTubers out there doing their intros and all of that. Okay. I just realized that my microphone has been really far away from me this whole time. I'm surprised you guys have been picking me up. Okay. So, today we are talking... No, it wasn't. I pushed it away when I was taking a nap, and I forgot to pull it back. My apologies, everybody. I'm a bad YouTuber, bad streamer. Okay, so some crimes can never be forgiven. Oh, Dusty, you wound me. I'm gay. All crimes can be... Well, no, most crime. A lot of crimes can be forgiven. Stealing can be forgiven. Grand larceny. Grand larceny can be forgiven, that's for sure. Anyway, today we are talking about the Ghost Industry's Guide to Android Consciousness. Or rather, the Ghost Industry's Guide to the Android Consciousness System. Which is essentially the system that Ghost Industries Ltd utilizes to place player minds, and for context here, player is the name given to sentient beings who are capable of operating these systems. So a player, by definition, is a being that can be placed within the Android consciousness system or the equivalent thereof. So, for example, the Yoglab's clones, Gigacorp, revival pods, etc., etc., and placed within this world. Madeline, thank you for the minting and the tea check. I won't mint right now, and I did just drink some water, but I will take another bite of my breakfast. Thank you for the 25 bits. It's very thank you. I'm very thankful. There we go. I'm very thank you, Madeline. I'm very thank you. I apologize. My brain is still waking up. I took a nap earlier and yeah. It's not having a fun time apparently. Okay. So, the Ghost Industry's Guide to Android Consciousness. We're going to go to Tumblr for this. because the easiest way to actually take a look at this stuff is going to Dusty's blog. Also, by the way, Dusty, I'm in Discord. If you know, let's go back to the start of this stuff. I think. Oh, actually, no. Let's start with. Here we go. This one, I think. Tumblr, load the damn okay, no. Okay, apparently we're not gonna... Apparently Tumblr isn't gonna let me do anything. Yeah. I mean, you can join if you want. I'm saying you have the option. I mean, you've yeah, no, that's fair. You've posted, well, you've liked on one and reblogged on others, but yeah. Tumblr, why? Yep, yeah, this has been happening for a little while now. Oh, look, we have arrived at Dusty's blog. Hi! Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. I am attempting to navigate a Tumblr and it's going. It's going. I think. Hold on. I need to access my posts, god damn it. It's not letting me.
Do you want me to link it for you?
No, hold on, let me reload the damn page again.
You got this, bud.
I got this. You know what might be easier? I'm gonna go to YouTube and click on the Tumblr link that's on there, because that takes me directly to my blog. Tumblr. Lucian Vico's Tumblr. There we go. Also, guys, I also occasionally reblog like a bunch of assistance posts for the current conflicts out there, or more like information posts, not assistance posts. But if you guys see those on Tumblr, that's where I do most of my anti-war activism these days, I guess. So yeah, that's a thing.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hmm?
I have so many tags related to that blog.
Yeah?
I don't see any of it.
Fair enough. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, that's me.
That is you. How far down is the first? I think it's this one. Okay. Floor on sublevel -3. Ghost Industries R&D facility. Okay, so that's something that we'll get back to later. Sublevel -6. These notable subjects include Rumor, X9, Ariana Grande, Vulnerable Hector, Hell's Knight, Farrell 1801, and Saved Space. Yeah.
Hey, Lucy.
Fun. Yes?
Milo has a question for you.
Shoot!
Did you
That's
clone
why we're
Hannibal?
here.
John, ask it again.
Did you clone Lonable?
We have a Lounable on staff.
Are they the same, though?
No.
Or is it different ones? Fascinating.
We have two completely different dimensional variants of a Lounable. Technically 3.
What do you mean 3?
Well, okay, so one of them is a direct variation of the Yog Labs Launable, right? That's clone 316, right? And that one's locked up because of reasons. We have one variation, which is the Ghost Industries native variation, which is somewhere. And we have the known non-Ghost Industries variation, the one that belongs to the Swedish version of Yog Labs. I think it's Swedish version of Yog Labs. Yeah, and that is Launable Hector, who is the cyborg version of Launable.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, and so yeah, we have a bunch of we have several Launables, not necessarily on staff, but we have several Launables.
That's my dream come true.
Need cooler shoes. Show me the Launables. That's a line. Goodbye, line.
It's back up?
This is not the original. They
made another one?
This is one that is basically identical, but it is run by a different person. They have a note right here, an opening letter to the original devs, which is like, hey, if you guys still have the database, can I has so that we can all have it? And it's kind of sad, but yeah, they were like, this is like the best skin editor out there. That's the easiest to use.
It's the only one I've ever used. Yeah.
So they were like, I'm gonna make sure that everyone can still use this. So this one is called Need Cooler Shoes. But that is basically the only change in title. I found it when I was looking for the original. Apparently there's also a 2010 Legacy editor. Which looks interesting.
I remember this. I was here for this. You know. Thank you so much for telling me about this. This is all I've ever wanted. My savior. Whoa.
But yeah, here's our Dr. Launable.
Cool as fuck. Sick as hell. Oh, wait, hold on. You got a guy. You got a guy in your chat.
Here is the current variation of Dusty.
Whoa.
There's a guy in my chat? There is a guy in my chat. Why aren't you a mod, Dusty? Hold on.
I don't know. I was just about to ask that. I went to ban them and I was like, hey, wait a minute.
I need to correct that. How do I correct that?
Can I have blood?
You can have blood. You're allowed.
Yippee!
You're allowed a little stab. You're allowed to stab. Hold on.
Let's go!
I need to actively correct this, so give me a second.
Yeah.
And I need to go to the Twitches. To the Twitches.
Show us all your personal information.
Oh, you know, I'm not that fussed about it, to be honest. I used to be a lot more fussed about it, but... which settings? Moderation? Is it moderation? No, it's...
I'm gonna log into Lucian's Twitch and just stream, like, Sea of Thieves fishing for 3 hours.
I can give you a stream key if you want.
Huh?
It's an option.
Do you want me to just stream on your channel sometimes?
I mean, it would be probably not the weirdest thing I've done, honestly.
Okay, go for it. Let's fucking go.
I was trying to find where the fucking...
You put too much trust in me.
Dusty, darling, I have known you long enough to trust you with this sort of thing.
Heart emote.
Account settings, channel videos, connections. Where the hell is moderator settings? Is it roles manager? It's roles manager. It's nowhere near moderation.
Yeah.
Dusty.
Twitch settings.
1134.
That's me.
There you are. Add role.
Who's
Moderator.
Who the hell's that other guy?
Hmm?
It's me.
Is you. There you go.
It's time to die.
Bam!
Kill.
Yeah. I have a few mods and stuff.
Points.
Stream elements shouldn't technically be one. You go away. I don't know.
I know that guy at the top.
Yeah, Aluka is one of my emote artists, so they get the artist tag. Also, they got the artist tag because I was like, "You artist," and they were like, "No," and I was like, "Yes."
Yeah, that sounds
So,
like them.
You know.
I think you have killed Milo.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad I'm doing something right.
What do you mean by that?
You don't know.
I'm right here, you bastard!
How's it feel hearing me twice?
Gives me more context on what happened.
Great.
Yeah, I do have a few old skins. Look, it's the Ghost Industries version of William fucking Strife.
Holy shit.
Oh
Blows
shit.
him up.
I know. Like, this is the version of William Strife that I've always seen in my head. So he sticks. The other one's bald, and it makes me mildly uncomfortable. I gotta honest, I never think of William Strife as being bald. I always think of him as having, like, bright strawberry blonde hair.
Yeah.
Who else have we got? We've got, Makor. This is a skin I made for someone else. Yeah. Big old dwarf.
Great.
Nobody knows anything about him, because he's not part of the Ghost Industries universe, but I have him in my skins folder anyway.
Awesome.
Ooh, we have one of Dave's characters.
Oh?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Fun times.
I love the bunny slippers.
Yeah, those are the slippers that they wear in the episode they show up in.
Great. Also, I've sent you something in PC.
Oh, and now we've got a Lucky. I made a skin for them.
Yeah! I know that guy.
Yeah. Look at them. They're wearing little shorts and high-heeled boots and everything.
So gay.
Oh yes, this man is
You thought the mask was
homosexual.
I thought like part of the mask was like a handlebar mustache.
Great.
Ooh, you sent me a skin.
I did.
Okay.
That's the one I've been... Well, I haven't been using it, but...
Save image. Recordings.
Whoa.
Wrong file. I have... Like, this is my recordings folder, and it is a mess.
It's better than mine.
Production assets, important skins, background character, replace. Wow. Goodbye, old dusty skin. Hello, new dusty skin.
Gone forever.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly hard to recreate if needed, but
yeah,
I like to keep things up to date.
I'm a little surprised that you knew me back when No Name still had the pink eye.
I mean, I've known you a good long time, Dusty.
You have.
This skin needs to be adjusted, I just realized. It's, the
You
The
put me on
skin...
an Alex model.
Yeah, the base skin is designed for a Steve model, and this is on an Alex model, but that's fine. I'm not... Wait. Brain...
Oh.
Brain is here, and also not. Don't worry.
Are you sure?
Well, no, I'm never sure. The brain could be here and gone one moment to the next.
Yeah.
But you know... Ah, yes, I can hear this image. Okay. Okay, yeah. Mayweather's mainframe, that's fine. The whole thing about Columbia University students getting kicked out of their own dorms because of protests is fucking ghoulish.
Maybe.
And as a note, I do not think that students should be kicked out of university for protesting. Honestly, that's a fucking ghoulish thing to do. Especially considering some of them have been given 15 minutes to clear out their place, when most landlords would give them a month. It's fucking
Cooler
grim.
Shoes has a hex code.
Need
Cooler Shoes has a hex code tool.
Sorry, I keep going off on civil rights tangents. Can't help it. Okay. Here we go. So this we will pull. And we'll sort through it later. Wow, that's actually a lot more text than I thought it was.
You did answer my ask with like 3 paragraphs.
That is more than 3 paragraphs, Dusty.
I don't know what a paragraph is.
Each split between the thing is a paragraph.
I see.
Yeah.
Great.
Like each like major
10
press
paragraph.
of the enter button.
I am not a paragraph.
This is where I found Hardware
No.
Store, by the way. By Weird Al.
I see.
It was with this video.
Great.
So yeah. That's fun. If you guys want to go watch that on my Tumblr, it is there. It is
Nothing
Hardware
ever.
Store, but filled with cats. And that's where I found that video, and that's where Hardware Store got added to my playlist.
Great.
Okay, we'll cover this one later on. I actually managed to get in contact with the creator of OnlyCans about this, and he was like,
God.
"Yeah, I think I still have the assets somewhere." So
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna wait until. Okay, so we're gonna need this one. And I'll paste that in. And we can sort through all the information in a little bit. That is identical, yes. The memory spying, yep, that's the thing that Ghost Industries does. We spy. We don't spy on other people through cameras. We spy on them through their own eyes, because that is something we can do a lot of the time. Like occasionally we have to use cameras on the more old-fashioned systems, but sometimes, like a lot of the time, Yog Labs personnel just have cameras implanted in their eyes because even their own people don't trust them. So it provides a nice little piggybacking backdoor. Yay!
Totally not evil. 100%
well,
ethical.
you know. We'll grab this real quick. My God, I can't believe I wrote so much information on this in just like bits and pieces.
You were bored.
I was very bored. That is fair. but also like, wow.
When you're bored and British, you start writing paragraphs.
Well, yeah, no, that's fair. This is
Oh, I know
also
that guy.
relevant information. Wither has also been putting in asks and stuff as well.
I noticed.
And we're gonna need this one. Jeez, this is a lot.
Yeah.
I did not expect there to be quite this much. Okay, I think that's everything. That is my channel, by the way. If people don't know, I do YouTube videos. That's a thing.
Whoa!
Wow. Wow.
You're a YouTuber?
I'm a YouTuber. I've been a YouTuber. As of the 21st of February this year, no, the 24th. As of the 24th of February this year, I have been a YouTuber for 10 years, Dusty.
Oh!
Yeah. And I'm at 242 subscribers. How do you think I feel?
Great.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm gonna have to start shilling you like I used to shill lying.
Shill me! Shill me to your heart's content. I will take the shilling. I will take the king's shilling. Or the queen's shilling. Whatever the shilling may be in this case. The honoured monarch Dusty's shilling.
I need you to know I did a little pose in real life.
Oh. If I take a little break, by the way, that's mainly because I'm taking a bite from breakfast. Oh, congrats, Sophia. Congrats on major PC upgrade. Ooh.
Breakfast at 9 p.m.
Yeah, what of it?
Something wrong with you.
Technically speaking, I woke up at 8:01 on the dot, so, you know.
Wow. I woke up at like 6 in the morning.
$32 gigs of RAM. 8.7 megahertz CPU? What? How did... hold on. What is 8.7 megahertz in gigahertz?
What is a hertz?
The speed of your computer.
Whoa.
Megahertz to gigahertz. How is your PC running at 0.0087 gigahertz, Sophia? Like, I think you've got something wrong there.
No, I think this is real. I think this is correct.
There's something that isn't quite right there. Because most CPUs these days run at gigahertz, not megahertz.
It's one of those computers from like the 1970s.
From a 1060 to a 4060 is pretty good. I would have probably upgraded to a 3080, not a 4060, because a 3080 is basically equivalent and still decently small. But I'm nitpicking. Regardless, this massive
Whoa.
block of text is what we need to sort through today. Oh, where do we start?
At the beginning?
We start, as with all things, at the beginning. Fuck, you're right, from 2.6 to 5.6. That makes more sense. That makes more sense, Sophia. I was like, how do you have a CPU that runs slower than anything else in existence?
That's just what a gaming laptop is like.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're not going to elaborate on that?
No.
No? Okay. Wondering if I should drag lying in here against his will. Or against their will, rather.
Good.
I could. Maybe. But it'd
They'd have
be
to
like...
deal with...
Hmm?
Go on.
Well, if I drag lying in here, they will complain about it for at least 10 minutes. I know that much. Because I haven't scheduled this. And they hate it when I do things on an unscheduled timeline with them.
Yeah. I mean, you did mention it in your announcement.
I did.
That counts as scheduling.
Not really.
I think it does.
I have to kind of talk to them about it first.
No. I think you can just summon them whenever you want. Like
technically, I can. Technically, all I have to do to schedule this with them is log into Minecraft and go find them.
God.
That's something that we can do because we have the voice chat system in game now.
Good lord.
I'm mildly tempted.
It would be funny.
It would be funny.
It would be funny.
I'll have you in one ear and lying in the other.
And I won't be able to hear them.
And they won't be able to hear you.
Me.
But it'll be funny. I'm gonna do it.
And Milo can hear both of us. And me twice.
Yeah. Fun. Oh, God. Meanwhile, while that's loading, let's find out here.
Yeah.
We need a few paragraphs. Or rather, we need a few subheadings. We'll do... Oh yeah, I'm listening to Todrick Hall. Interesting. Okay, so... Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch over to voice activation for this, so that you can still hear me while I'm typing, because otherwise I won't be able to use my push-to-talk button.
Right?
Voice and video... Voice activity. Can you all hear me? Am I audible? I am audible! Yay! I wish I could afford as much stuff as Audible could. Like... My god. There are so many books.
This stream is sponsored by Audible.com.
This stream is not sponsored by Audible.com. Audible.com, if you're listening, I will take a sponsorship from you, but I will not be happy about it.
This stream is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
It has been before.
It has been.
It has been.
I hope you enjoyed your, like, $60 that I gave you.
I mean... It was very good. It was very good. It went to several meals and a decent amount of other stuff, probably. Okay. So, paragraph 1, or subheading... subheading 1. We want...
Yeah.
No, let's divide it into paragraphs later. My brain's going, how do I want to do this? Assassin's Creed Valhalla went from 60 FPS at low settings to 60 FPS at max settings. Yep, that's the power of a good GPU and CPU. Sounds about right. Okay. Ghost Industries.
Holy shit.
Industries Ltd. Pioneered, I think that's safe to say in this situation. Like, Yog Labs pioneered the cloning situation, right? I think we can say that for sure. Yog Labs pioneered cloning. Ghost Industries pioneered android consciousness. That's what we did. We did even more fucked up shit. We didn't stop at cloning someone. We went, what if we put someone in a robot? Hey, Jack Hammer-san. Welcome. Yeah, the hard drive is. Well, I kind of wish I had a 5 terabyte hard drive. That would be really good for storage, but.
Do you want one?
Dusty, I would love a 5 terabyte hard drive, but right now, I have no space for anything. Like,
I mean, they're
physically,
small.
I
You
should
can just put them on
point
the-
out, I have no
on the
space
PC.
physically. Like, I think. Ooh, hold on. We can do a bit of Hi, come here, everybody.
Holy shit.
Come here.
Getting grabbed. Ah.
Yeah. Hi.
Ah.
Hello. Hi. We can do
Hi.
a quick apartment tour.
Oh god.
This is where I'm living now. You can
Show
barely
everyone
see
the shower.
anything. Hold on.
Please show people the shower.
I am
No,
not-
it's an ad!
Webcam full scene. Wait, no, hold on. Properties. No. Filters. No, that's not the right one. No, whatever. You guys can have pinhole camera time. Pinhole camera time. Okay. So, this is where I'm living right now. I have shelves. I have. Oh, hi. I'm very close all of a sudden. Bed, computer, kitchen with a single pot on the stove, which is currently filled with water because I don't have a kettle. I have no kettle. The worst time in the world. I hate it. I need a kettle. I need to have my cup of tea. But right now, the only way I can get my cup of tea is saucepan, and it's bad. It's bad. Okay, there's the server. That is the server down there. It is not connected to the internet currently. So eventually we will have game servers back. I promise you that will happen. It's just it's not happening yet. I apologize for hand camera. Up there is shipping materials, packing materials. What were you saying, Dusty? The ring? On my you wanna see this? The spinny ring? Oh, here you guys go, I guess. You can see the design on it. Yeah, I got this one at a tiny little French market. Hold on, let me put you guys back on the stand. There we go. A tiny little French market, which was basically like a bunch of open air stalls. And it was the one ring that I was like, I kind of like that. So I decided to pick it up. Also, yes, apologies everyone for the sudden close-up of my nostrils. I try to keep the camera slightly above me and tilted down so that doesn't happen. Yeah. Okay. Pioneered the I need memory. I need Android memory implantation. That's what we should call it. Followed swiftly by Android memory reflection systems. Because that's technically what the androids in the Ghost Industries system do. When an android in Ghost Industries is created, it has the memory of its original implanted into it, which is what provides the backup systems when it loses connection. And then that section is made dormant while the Android memory reflection system keeps the conscious mind of the current host sort of running the show. When the uplink snaps, if you will, the whole thing will start running off of the actual implanted memory rather than the reflected memory. To allow players to occupy a body other than their own and operate safely in harsh conditions with no worry for their own health and well. This overall system is called Ghost Industries Ltd. Android Consciousness System.
Whoa.
Header 1. What is the Ghost Industry? What is the Android Consciousness? No. What is Android Consciousness?
What is
We
the
ask
line between
the big-
artificial and living?
Hmm?
What is the line between artificial and living?
Yeah, it's a good question. The answer is, at least to most of the scientific community, whether sentience can be displayed. I don't fully agree with that. But then again, I'm autistic and apparently give everything a personality, so, you know.
Mood.
Okay. How do we want to do this? We need several paragraphs. We want what is Android consciousness as one. How is Android consciousness? How is the ACS utilized? No, that's not the right header for that. Hmm. How did you phrase the question, Dusty?
Huh?
How did you... You know what? It's probably easier if I just look it up.
I was about to say, don't you have the tab open?
I had the tab open and then I closed it because I'm an idiot.
I see.
Um,
No. None of that.
I am a fool. I'm an idiot.
No.
It happens.
No.
I'm allowed to be foolish sometimes. Stop bonking me! Stop bonking me! The entire stream can hear that, by the way.
Good.
No
No self-deprecation when I'm in VC. It's not allowed.
Not allowed? Wow.
No.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. All that. There we go. Okay. So, what is Android consciousness? Android. What is Android consciousness? Okay. When player, we're going to replace occupant with player in this situation because that's basically what you are when you're in control. You're playing. You're immersed in a video game technically because you are controlling from an inside perspective. You're essentially playing a first-person video game, but so immersive that it feels real.
VR 2.
Yeah. It's VR, but like real.
Advanced.
So
VR,
advanced
but
that it
real.
is indistinguishable from reality. Yeah. Occupies a Android body. It becomes one variation of Android consciousness. However, there are at least two known variations. The first is organic Android consciousness, while the second is artificial Android.
Do you need one?
Android consciousness. Organic Android consciousness is when the mind in control of the Android body is from an organic being, such as a player. In this instance, beings such as Unit 1 or are considered OAC. I'm using There we go. All other units fall into the second category. I realize this is quite small, so let's increase text size so that you guys can actually see something properly.
I can see with my eyes.
You can see with your eyes. Congrats. Also, we're listening to Kinky Boots. That's the thing we're listening to.
All right. Awesome.
It's a good musical. Okay. All other
You should
units
put Hamilton
fall into
on.
the second category. In order to implement organic Android consciousness, there must be or have been an organic form prior to the installation of the correct neural pathways. In an Android to implement and reflect the original subject's memory. Artificial Android consciousness is designed to carve its own neural pathways without aid from a starting organic spark. However, not all are designed this way. All unit models are based on the architecture of Unit 1. Artificial in nature, but organic
Hey, Lanovel.
in design. Hello, welcome. Oh, I have not spelt organic. I have spelt oragnic.
I think that's correct.
Okay.
Do you want to like put a little me somewhere on the stream so people know that I'm here?
I could do that.
You could.
Give me a
I'm
sec.
doing good. I have a friend over in my house right now.
Yeah, you have a. Oh, we have
Say hi.
we have an ask.
Hi.
It's a Dusty.
Hi.
Wow. Are you really Cain enabling me and my robots? Is that what you're doing, Dusty? You're Cain
Maybe.
enabling me? Wow. Rude. Hold on. Let me
Not even gonna
what do-
answer me, SMH.
I'll answer. I'll answer. But technically it's already happened.
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying.
Work. Yes, work. No, it's not. Work? No, it's reactive. There we go.
Well,
Authorize. Give me the Dusty. Show me the Dusty. There's the Dusty.
Yippee! Oh, I'm still orb.
You're still Orb, apparently.
Hold on, I can change that.
I mean, you don't need to change it.
No, I'm going to. I have a better one.
We will do browser
Active by huge tech.
Gabby.
What? I'm not allowed to have an existential crisis.
Aren't
So
you?
sad.
Wow, big orb.
Oh, I've
Okay.
made you an orb. Whoa.
You've made me an orb?
Large.
Congrats. There we go.
Oh god, they have changed the layout so much. How do I... Huh. Oh, okay, I see. I see. Hold on, I've got
Okay.
this.
Okay.
There we go.
How does Ghost Industries Ltd?
Oh, I'm little!
You
I'm
are.
so
You're.
little!
Oh wow, you got a lot smaller all of a sudden. Hold on. Let me adjust that. There we go. You're a little small. You're a little bigger.
It looks like I'm as tall as you.
Android. That's a long heading, isn't it? Let's shorten that just to how
Just say
to
GI.
implement Android consciousness. And that's where we get into the meat of things. Oof.
I love meat.
Of course you do. Okay.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't know, Dusty. What does it mean? You tell me.
Yeah, chat agrees with me. You guys get me.
Meet a woe? Meet a woe, Lydia?
Hello?
A woe?
Hello?
Ooh.
God. Horrid. Awful.
Don't. Too late, Lal. It's done. It has
Hello,
been done.
Mr. Wector? Are you there?
Ooh, Debbie.
I'm fucking drowning.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? I can do this all day.
Maybe it's a good
Hold
thing
on,
Lang isn't in here.
Let's go see if we can find Line. Not on the
God.
World of Madness server yet, apparently.
You just
They
at
will
them.
be. Hmm?
You just at them in here.
I mean, yeah, but I wanna be underhanded about this.
I see.
I wanna be
You
sneaky.
want to be a little shit.
Yes, I do.
I don't know why I expected anything else.
I mean, what do you expect? I like to be sneaky around my friends.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, Lang's in their redstone testing world at the moment. That explains things. Okay.
I see. Double stream.
Right. Let's see. So.
Can I not follow Lang on Twitch anymore?
Uh.
Huh. Apparently not.
That should be a better heading, actually. Yeah. Can still remember the day how sneaky Lucian was when we first met on the Kim server. I have a really bad memory, Lal, I have realized at this point. Because a lot of the time I can't remember whether I showered the day before, which is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like, apparently my memory is a lot worse than I gave it credit for. Like, I remember some things, but I do not remember others. And I don't remember that day. And I am sorry to say that, but I don't remember that day. I have fragments, and that is it.
I also don't remember when we met.
Oh,
Booked! Hi!
Booked?
I booked!
I booked! When did we meet?
While ago.
Yeah, I mean, it was a long time ago. Like,
Years.
I'm relatively certain I met you before I met Aluka. So...
Oh, yeah.
You're legally not allowed, but... You're legally not allowed, but you figured you'd peek it. What does that mean, Booked?
I can't believe Booked is in court right now.
Booked is doing jury duty and watching a live stream at the same time. Yep, that's a thing. That's a thing, apparently.
Are you having fun?
Oh, they're doing D&D.
Have you died yet?
I see. They're doing D&D. That makes sense.
How many death saves have you had to do?
I don't think you can... Well...
I don't know.
Depends.
I have never done it.
We knew each other by 2020 at least, because that is when we shared the first, like, DM.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So we've known each
it was
other for at
2021.
least 4 years.
That pains
In
me
fact,
to think about. That hurts me to think about.
In fact, the first time you messaged me was 4 years ago yesterday.
What?
You messaged me for the first time on the 24th of the 4th of 2020.
Holy shit. I came back perfectly on the date that we met. Holy shit.
Basically, yeah. Well, maybe not on the date that we met, but on the date that we actively shared a first DM.
Yeah, what
which
was our
was
first
when
DM?
The first DM was you asking for a server invite for Milo.
Oh. Oh, God. That gives context to exactly how long ago this was.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
Wow. Okay. So.
You knew Marshmallow?
I mean.
Okay. I keep forgetting that I met you like years after everyone else. Yeah.
A lot of this doesn't really need to be changed. Just
wonderful
small
accident it was.
adjustments, I think. No one's gone down. We're on phase 2 of the final boss. He went tentacle abomination on us.
Oof.
Lads, we missed with a 49?
Ouch.
Ouch! A 54 hit. That's terrifying. Even my players don't have to deal with a 54 to hit a boss. I leave that at a 30.
Wow.
Okay. That are most commonly available to player.
Yeah.
To...
I can't hear the music anymore. I'm free.
Yeah, at the moment it's Tongues and Teeth by the Crane Wives.
Yeah! You have good music taste.
I do have good music taste. Commonly available to... players that are either
I think you should
customers
put
or...
Steam Power Giraffe Reprise on.
Hmm?
The song Steam Power Giraffe Reprise.
What, the Japanese version
Yeah,
from
the Japanese
Mark
one.
III album?
Yes.
It's a wild time.
It's
Maybe
good!
later. Maybe later.
Man.
The Steve and Alex model chassis. Okay, implementing organic android consciousness. While the Lucian chassis is exclusively used by the units, the primary chassis that are most commonly available to players that are either customers or employees are the Steve and Alex model chassis. As of the addition of new default skins, there are many others, but we'll focus on these two for this brief introduction to the system. Steve.
What is the difference between the Lucian and the other ones?
So the difference between the Lucian chassis and all the others is that the Lucian chassis is the prototype chassis. It's the chassis that every new upgrade gets installed on before it goes to the others. Which also means it's like 10 times harder to repair.
Great.
Because it's dozens of times more complicated. The Steve and Alex chassis are designed to be easy repair because you don't need a massive instruction manual to do so. Whereas the Lucian chassis, they come with like a 300-page instruction manual because they're filled to the brim with random shit that might not be useful. I thought you were going to
say rats.
Yes, no, they are filled to the brim with rats.
That's... Awesome!
Oh,
I can't believe my boss is full of rats.
Your boss is a rat king.
My boss is a rat king.
Have you seen the Amazing Maurice movie? Oh, God. If you want a decently enjoyable animated film that is based on a book by Terry Pratchett, The Amazing Maurice and his something rodents. It's very good.
And his rodents.
So.
You are the giant rat that makes all of the rules.
I am the giant rat that makes all of the rules.
Oh.
I am an ROUS. A rodent of unusual size.
I see. Rouse.
Which, for those of you that don't know, that is from The Princess Bride, which is a very good film that you should all go and watch. This is very fun. When we are going to meet each other in IRL, it's exactly 8 years. My God, Lal, we've known each other for 8 years? Oof. Wow.
That's a long time.
I feel old.
You are.
That means... Let's see. Oh. Yeah,
Didn't you know that dinosaurs were alive 20 years ago?
I do not think that's correct. I don't think that's correct.
Who is the one with dinosaur autism here?
Probably you.
It's
but
me.
Because I have airship autism. I have Zeppelin autism. That's what I have.
Dinosaurs had those.
Did you know that it was the Nazis' incompetence that caused the Hindenburg to go up in smoke?
Huh?
Yeah. The Hindenburg burst into flame and killed a bunch of people because the Nazis didn't read the maintenance manuals properly.
Great.
Like, everybody thinks it's this big conspiracy about how someone shot the Hindenburg and it went up in smoke. No, the Nazis just didn't read the instruction manuals properly.
Did you just say the word sex?
Sense.
Oh, okay.
Did Milo just say that made sex?
Sex.
Yeah, that's definitely what he said, 100%.
That's what I heard! Yes, Lalnable has trains autism. That is another very big field of autism. Oh,
whoa.
Lord Capson! Balabooey! Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We are doing random shittery. Random bullshittery. And lore. But mostly random bullshittery at this point. Let's see. If we combine our autism powers, we'll be unstoppable. Autism Voltron?
Yeah.
I mean, who would be the head? Let's see, a train would be a leg, I imagine.
Dinosaur.
I'm just imagining a tiny T-Rex arm. Press the button. What the fuck is that? Hi, Lord Cupson. You terrify me every time. Hello.
Whoa,
welcome.
I'm a subscriber now.
Yeah, everybody is, apparently. Thank you, Lord Cupson, for the 10 gifted subs to the community. To Aluka Karan, to Dusty 21134, to Dragon Reaper 000, Booked Books, Milo, that one person, 123, Rockethead, Defcon 208, 2008 rather, Wolfenstein 5315, talk about Nazis, Galdas, and Jackhammer Psalm. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Capson. You're amazing. You're incredible. You're wild. You're a wild man. You are. You are. You are. You are. My gods. My gods. I'm just here trying to write my lore. And
You're turning more British by the second. You're turning more British by the second.
I am. Darlings, I'm more British than you could ever imagine.
Jesus Christ.
Trust me, I could do the Queen's English all day.
Do you want me to pull up the fucking cowboy accent?
Did you just say accent. Did you just ask if I can do a cowboy accent?
No, do you want me to pull it out?
Sure, because I can't do one.
You just talk real British, I'll talk real American.
Well. My friends, we are here discussing the Ghost Industries Android Consciousness System. Welcome. I'm gonna stop that now. That's enough of that. I don't want to drive away my viewers. This is why Ed tells me that I'm the real over-Englishman. Once upon a time. Right. Okay, so. Oh yeah, we're listening to Tom Cardy now.
Yeah.
Turn that down a little bit. Okay. So, yeah, so Steve, standard titanium endoskeleton version 3. This chassis is designed to be hardier and more rugged compared to the Lucian model. It has enhanced strength and durability, however, it is heavier than all the others.
Staring at one.
It's also more easily repairable using standardized components and an extensive no. And simpler alloys. No, I don't like that. Using standardized components. Okay. Alex, aluminium lattice, third explication. This chassis is designed to be faster and lighter than any others. It has a much higher top speed and is much more agile. It's also easier to fly and swim with, like the Steve model. It also much. Just again using standardized, simpler components. Standardized with an S, not a Z. Z is the American way to spell it, I believe. All other Android chassis models scale strength and dexterity between these two extremes, with the exception to the Lucian model, which is used as a prototyping platform, or upgrades are integrated in any others. This one sits direct and sits at midpoint between all other between the two. There we go. Step 1. Subheading 3. No, subheading 4. After an employee or customer has selected their chosen chassis, a 3D scan of their body is uploaded to the database. There, the occupant can pick and choose preferred features, including adjustment or complete removal of specific body parts, as well as the addition of aesthetic items such as tattoos, visual representations of scars, or even cosmetic attachments such as horns or tails.
What is the absolute minimum amount of body parts you can have?
Minimum?
Yeah.
Head.
Great.
And even then, it doesn't need to look like a head.
What's the maximum?
Ooh. I would say the maximum is like spider. Like, imagine a centaur, but if their body was a spider, basically.
A drider?
There's an upper limit to how many body parts a mind can control at any one time, essentially.
You're a scientist, surely you can change that.
Well, you can only go so far before it becomes untenable to control everything at the same time. But, in fairness, it is a good thing to add.
Yippee! I'm the ideas guy.
Ghost Industries Ltd. advises players to pick between
Milo's turned me into a worm.
2 and 8 limbs. 2 and 8 controllable limbs. Any more or less than this number can be disorienting or generally
German.
German. We're not
Any
German.
more than this can be German.
Any more than this. Any
You add a
any
ninth
more
arm
than
and you
8
turn
limbs
German.
can be German. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Do it, Booked. Do it.
Additionally,
Be free.
where minds are not able to accurately control more than 8 limbs simultaneously, apparently.
You're so good at typing.
I'm getting better, but in fairness, the wiki doesn't provide a spell check, so
Man.
I'm gonna make a Ghost Industry OC that's just a robot monstrosity with several limbs barely looking similar, just being controlled by a normal dude. I mean, yeah, fair enough.
Okay. Second question. Follow-up question.
Go for it.
Is that just for limbs, or is that body parts in general? Because limbs aren't the only body part.
Okay, so realistically, limbs are like the only body part that you have constant minute control over, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're the main thing that has a restriction. Like, you can ask for multiple sets of ears, but it won't make you hear any better, realistically, because it's just cosmetic.
20,000 eyes.
You could, technically speaking, ask for, like, multiple sets of eyes. But it wouldn't affect you as much, because you can only really focus on one set of eyes at a time, and that's not necessarily a danger to other people, right? Like, the main reason 8 controllable limbs is the limit is because any more than that, and people start getting less accurate in controlling them, and may actively become a danger to people around them. That's why the limbs are the big thing, right? Anything else is something that won't necessarily affect anyone else, whereas limbs are big wavy things that now are made of giant pieces of metal that if you hit someone with, ouch, basically.
If everything's made of metal, is flight possible?
Yes.
Just with normal wings.
Depending on the chassis you're using, yes. And, well, technically all chassis are capable of flight. It's just some require a decent amount of assistance. Do tails and wings count as limbs? Yes. Yes, Milo, they do. Tails count as a limb because they are a manipulator, and you can use it to manipulate things. Wings count as limbs. Even though they're not technically a manipulator, they're still this massive segment. So if it's controllable...
Well, okay, to be fair, wings are just modified arms in real
Yeah.
life.
Technically speaking, yeah.
So they would just count as arms.
But as a secondary point, Wings are the one thing that are not innate to android bodies. They cannot be installed innately. Those have to be installed manually, and are not allowed inside facilities for good reason. Mainly
but what
because
if we're real careful?
Mainly because we've had incidences of people flight racing through the facility and decommissioning themselves by accident because the corners in there are so damn tight.
Okay, well, obviously, you just have to build a flight area.
But there is a flight area, but that's why people don't have wings innately built into them. They have to go to a specific place to pick up a set of wings to fly with.
Man.
Question, who looks after build progress of the chassis? Which division? That would be the robotics division, Lalnable. Your division, as a matter of fact.
Whoa. You can turn yourself into a worm.
Player minds are not able to accurately control more than 8 limbs simultaneously. Thusly, presenting a danger to those around them.
I made my Ghost Industries OC just like a furry.
Technically, you made them a scaly.
This is true. No Name is not a persona, though.
Well, it doesn't have to be a persona to be a scaly.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have a lab and there's a dinosaur in your lab.
Due to prior incidents when testing multi-limbed chassis, we do not allow chassis with more than 8 limbs past design phase. Any players who wish to utilize chassis with more than 4 limbs must undergo training to attain full and accurate motion. Subheading 4, Step 2.
Wow.
After the design phase, an initial model is fabricated for inspection. If everything is up to the player's preferences and standards, the transferal process can commence. What did we call it? The Android memory implementation and Collection process can commence. The player's original body is placed in cryogenic suspension. A neural interface is attached at the base of the neck, and then the occupant's consciousness is imprinted to the android. Unless the player has a reason to leave the dimension the facility is located in, there is a constant digital uplink back to the host body. In the event that this uplink is broken...
What do you do if they can't be frozen?
Then they go into alternative suspension.
They go into the goop.
They go into the goop, and the goop is not technically cryogenic, so it doesn't suspend them cryogenically. But we've talked about the goop in a previous Tumblr post, and apparently there's just some people that are just left in the goop with nothing to do, unable to move or speak, but forever awake. So that's fun.
Yippee! Is that...
You don't sound so enthusiastic about that one.
I gotta ask, is it used for punishment on purpose? Ever?
Yes.
Very good.
Some members in the containment facility are actually also suspended in goop.
Oh.
Because it's too dangerous to have them be able to move around.
Like Ariana Grande.
No, Ariana Grande is not suspended in goop. It would be very funny if she was, but she is not. She is not suspended in goop. Ariana Grande is in a rather lovely, very comfortable containment cell that is also covered in sonic dampeners.
Yippee! Covered
for
in
various
sonic
reasons
memorabilia.
that I will maybe one day discuss with Grian, but who knows? Okay. Unless the player has reason to leave. Yep. The cryogenic was. Yep. The android body will carry a separate consciousness. Will maintain the imprinted. Okay. There's a constant digital uplink back to the host body, transmitting collective memory patterns.
Vulnerable does not like the goop.
I mean, that's fair. In this event that this uplink is broken, the cryogenic. In the event that this uplink is broken, the cryogenic pod will pause conscious brain functions of the host. While the android body will maintain the imprinted consciousness and save the memories to an internal databank called a red box. Once the uplink is restored, the memory is downloaded to the host, after which normal brain activity is restored.
Is it he, him, or he, them?
And we go
Okay.
subheading 2. Errors and possible malfunctions.
Game theory fashion show?
Error protocols. Wait, what was that?
Game theory fashion show?
Oh, that sounds terrifying. Okay. Wow, there's still a lot to go, I just realized.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that I'd written this much, I'm gonna be honest.
This is what happens.
Yeah, apparently.
This is also what happens when you get me in VC to ask more questions.
It's a good thing. Like, it helps me figure out additional bits and pieces of this world. In the event of an uplink connection severance combined with a malfunction of the cryogenic suspension pod, the occupant would be ejected. When this occurs, there is a medical team on standby. Okay, so occupant needs to be replaced with player. A lot of this stuff is fine the way it's already been written, because I write like this anyway. Once the player's conscious brain function has been restored, an SEC division team is deployed to collect the conscious android form. Less than 48 hours pass, the android is deactivated and returned for repair and reintegration. If more than 48 hours have passed, or if the android starts to deviate, it is considered a rogue asset scheduled for decommissioning upon retrieval. In this instance, the player is compensated with a week of paid holiday and a new android form on their return, unless they put in a request regarding the older body. Ghost Industries Ltd protocol regarding rogue assets requires immediate decommissioning to prevent data regarding company from leaking to the company?
Yeah.
Wow, I must have been a little bit tired when I wrote that one.
You edited it several times.
I am not surprised, honestly. Like, I probably went through and did a bunch of like little grammar checks afterwards and was like, that's good, and just didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Leaking to external. From leaking to who? From leaking to other companies, I guess? From leaking to the press?
External.
From leaking to the public. There we go.
You could just say from leaking.
I could, but I want to be somewhat specific. Because we know that some of the data is leaking to other companies.
Oh?
Like, we're aware that some of the data is leaking because occasionally we see our designs pop up on other people's spreadsheets through their own eyes.
I see.
But we can't do anything about it because then we'd have to admit that we're spying on them, you know?
Well, what if
Alright.
you hired someone
Hmm?
to go infiltrate them and then totally definitely see it on their own without any help?
Oh,
from you?
we have several, but some of those things have been leaked on purpose. Faulty designs and stuff like that.
Ooh.
So if they propose a big new thing at their next expo and it happens to be one of the designs that we have put intentional defects in, then we can bring something else out that is sort of the same, but actually designed properly without any defects, you know?
Wow.
Because we're a
Ghost
scummy
Industries does it
company.
Yippee!
We are horrible people. Realistically speaking, at the end of the day, the Ghost Industries Ltd Corporation is evil. We are not here to be good about things. We are here to do evil.
I love to
In
do
the name
evil.
of good. Evil in the name of good, I like to call it. It's like, everybody's always like, well, why do you like being the villain? And I'm like,
Because you're gay.
I don't care about other people. I care about me and I care about my friends. That's why I'm the villain. Because I care about me and my friends. And if what I do helps me and my friends and gets them good and gets them, like, decent stuff and helps them live a good life, then yeah, I'll be evil. I'll be fucking evil. Also, a lot of villains do evil things because the world is shit and the people in power are fucking awful.
Okay, Dr. Horrible.
So yeah, that's why I'm evil. Okay. If an android has deviated for enough time, it is considered a variant. This means that while it may have a basis on the mind of the previous player, it is no longer the same person.
What's the protocol for variants?
That's what I'm about to read. I think I put the protocol for variants somewhere in here. So far, no Steve or Alex models have ever deviated enough to be classified as variants, so usually once the android has been decommissioned, memories it may have stored in the red box during the period it was disconnected from the cryogenic suspension pod are returned to the previous player in a digital form for later viewing. Previous efforts to insert the recorded memories into an occupant that had experienced that period of time in an alternative fashion have resulted in trauma, and as such medical teams recommend viewing the memories manually. Yeah, okay, so this part... Actually, this part we can move into a step 3 section. Actually, hold on. I'll paste that in there, but I'm gonna move this down into error protocols. Okay. Error. Uplink disconnect. Error. Uplink disconnect. Pod malfunction.
Hey, Lucian, what's your opinion on sushi?
On what? On seafood?
Sushi.
Oh, sushi. If it's fish, no thank you. Because I'm allergic, and also I don't like fish.
Man.
Hold that.
I think that might be a bad idea considering he lives on an island. Milo said Lucian goes to the ocean and fucking dies.
I live like 3 meters from the ocean.
I just said that might be a bad idea considering they live on an island.
Yeah, I mean, it's not technically untrue, but I'm a relatively good swimmer. Though riptide currents are dangerous for anybody, so.
I'm going to put you in the ocean.
I would like to not be in the ocean. It's very cold over here.
Puts you in there. Aluka!
It's an Aluka! Do androids dream of electric sheep
Hi.
if they wanna?
Look, I'm in there.
Hey Aluka, do you wanna
Milo's
come
in my
join us
house.
in Discord?
Oh god.
You are welcome to if you would like.
Get in and yell with us.
Get in and yell. Oh. Hold on. Okay. Still in the redstone testing world.
I don't
Right.
think they're ever going to leave.
Maybe not. They may be forever in redstone testing land.
Yeah.
Aluka says they would, but I get the feeling there's a but coming. Yep, there's the but.
Aren't you still dealing with, like, surgery?
Oh yeah, the surgery thing. I forgot that was happening.
Oh. F.
It's tomorrow morning. My OR was not fucking sterile. Oh dear. Ugh.
What is an OR?
Operating room.
I see.
I think. I think that's what OR stands for.
Aluka. Great. Epic.
They gave me all the drugs and I was out of my goddamn brain, and the doctor came in to be like, aircon's fucking busted in the hospital and you need an exact temp and humidity to operate. That makes sense. Oof. Do I need to murder for you? No, Lal, I think I don't think this is the doctor's fault in this instance. I think it's just yeah. Just
No, I think you should still go after
mechanical
the American
malfunction.
government.
I mean, yes, the American government needs to die, but I don't think that anyone in the hospital needs to be murdered.
Godspeed. It's okay, I will yell very loudly for you. Ah!
Ah.
Ah!
But yeah, we're doing lore stream at the moment, Aluka. There is I didn't realize I'd written this much lore over the course of like a few days because Dusty was asking things on Tumblr. I did not realize it. But it happened. If you want like a surgery update, I will be alive again in about 5 days once I'm off the violently addictive pain medication. Oof. I wish you the best of luck. I truly do. Oh yeah, and we're listening to Tom Cardy. Well, I'm listening to Tom Cardy while we do this.
I'm
because
not. I'm free.
Fun times. Like, in fairness, once the VOD goes up, because the VOD will go up, it will have no music at all. So anyone who's watching the VOD is going to be very confused. So if you want...
I was worried that your VOD was just gonna get nuked instantly.
No. The audio, the music soundtrack is on a completely separate track that doesn't broadcast into the VOD for Twitch. Like, everything else broadcasts to Twitch as a whole, but the VOD won't get the music. Which is going to be kind of weird for anyone watching the VOD. So if you want audio for this entire stream, and I should have probably put this at the beginning of the stream, but oh well, listen to my favorite music playlist that is on my linked to my channel. So yeah,
I do have that saved.
yeah. They are refusing to let me do my weed. God, Aluka.
Oh god, I'm gonna
since I've seen both of you.
just like stop my ADHD
it
medication.
has. It's been a while since you've seen me because I've been dead for like 20 days. But yeah,
I have been somewhere else entirely for like 2 years.
Yeah. And then Dusty was then I did a lore post. I did one lore post, and Dusty was like, hyperfixate now. Ask. And I was like,
It
oh
wasn't
shit, I have things to answer.
hyperfixation. It was like 2 in the morning, and I had no filter.
Yeah, that's fair.
You made a post. Wither put it in the Grem chat at like 5 in the morning, and I woke up at like 5 in the morning, looked at it, and was like, okay. Epic. And so I went back to sleep, and then in the morning started asking you questions.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair.
And then didn't see them for 22 hours.
More like Lucian 5 a.m. rant brain. Because I kept answering the asks at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Lucian kept posting them at 5 in the morning, and then I would send asks at 5 in the morning for them. It was just a horrible cycle.
A horrible cycle of random asks at really bad times. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so... This... Let's see. This one we can cut and paste into this error protocol, I think.
I missed you, Aluka.
Lucian, you're a stupid motherfucker, and the more I yell at you about your nasty-ass little sleep schedule, the more you shrimp in on yourself and start trying to tell me about your 100-foot detailing. Wow. Thanks. Also, I realized that when I'm actually shrimping now, you can tell because I'm leaning closer to my monitor, and the camera shows it.
Yeah, we can see you.
You can see me shrimping.
You can't hide from us.
Oh, damn. But in fairness, in this situation, I kind of have to because my keyboard is like here. So, yeah, not great.
Stretch.
Okay, so let's see. So, cut that.
You need a bonk redeem?
Bonk. Great. Thanks, Dusty.
Yeah.
I never have, like... I should have, like, audio redeems for the stream, and I never get around to putting them in. Okay.
I've also got this.
Wow. Punch. I see.
Oh, that's a cute emote. I'm not doing the metal pipe noise.
Do the metal pipe.
No!
Dude, kill
No!
Dude, kills.
Alright, the chat has spoken.
Wow. That's what it sounds like when you hit a Lydia? I was looking
Huh?
at
Alright.
I was gonna say
well,
when you hit a unit. But I
sorry,
looked
Lydia.
at chat at the same time and just saw Aluka go, Lydia! And my brain just went, that's what it's like when you hit a Lydia! I
Thanks,
kinda
Aluka.
wanna make that into a subscriber sound now. Just that followed by, that's what it's like when you hit a Lydia!
God.
Fucking hell. Apparently that's what it
Not
sounds like when
violencing your
Aluka
chat
fucks.
members.
Oh my god.
Tim Curry.
And all the creatures in it, I suck 'em dry and spit 'em out like spinach. I feel the power, it's growing by the minute. And
I do have a
pretty
skulk noise,
soon,
yeah.
See me wallow in it. I feel good, a special kind of horny. Flowers
think
and
you're allowed to say that.
trees depress and frankly bore me. I can spill them all with cyanide saliva. I like the song, okay? I like the song. It's a good song. I'm allowed to... I think most people are allowed to be horny for Tim Curry, honestly.
This
Like,
is true.
This man has a voice that I would personally melt for. So,
Rocky
you know.
Horror Picture Show.
Can you redub Soviet Premiere, Tim Curry? You mean space? I mean, I probably could, Rockethead. If you're a Patreon member, you can there is an active tier where you can ask me for voice dialogue acting redeems every
I get
month.
it for free because I'm a moderator.
Yeah, you do.
Yippee!
In fairness, I just do that randomly on stream anyway, but like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do just say shit.
I do just say shit. And occasionally it's true. Occasionally.
Whoa.
Not always. But sometimes.
Holy
Right,
shit.
where was I? I
don't know. I don't know, man. It's just what happens when Aluka joins the chat.
My godmom recently talked to me about Rocky Horror, and I apparently came out of that theater a changed child. I am not surprised, Aluka. Like, I'm truly not. That film is a time. The chat goes horny. The chat goes horny. The chat goes pervert. Apparently. 24 Twitch stream challenge, gone wrong, gone horny.
I forgot the fucking word hours.
20... No, it's just 24 Twitch streamers all going horny at the same time.
I don't think that's allowed.
Lucy, in the
I don't
same
know if
game that
that's
has
allowed.
Soviet Premier Tim Curry also has George Takei as the Japanese Emperor. That sounds like a time. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna start playing a drinking game of how fast things escalate around you. J.K. Simmons as US president. So within 5 minutes, I finish my drink. Red Alert 3 is a culture. I see. I don't think Twitch would allow orgies! You know, I don't think so either, Lydia. But also, like, does 24 streamers on the same stream just generally being horny about things count as an orgy?
It can be anything you want it to be. A couple minutes ago. Like 15, 20. I also got one. Oh no, it was an hour ago. Never mind. It's already been 2.5 hours.
When did Lord Cubston give you a sub? Yeah, like a few hours ago at this point.
1 hour.
You're in the word zone where nothing can hurt you and the points don't matter. I mean, if I was playing Game Changer, the points wouldn't matter. But I think in this sense, the points just don't exist.
We should play Scrabble.
Maybe we should play Scrabble at some point.
Twitch stream that's just Scrabble for 3 hours.
Games night where we just play Scrabble.
Good.
Ghost Industries Games night where we just play Scrabble.
Playing Scrabble in the lab on the floor.
Yeah. I suddenly feel like just making a giant Scrabble board in Minecraft.
Yeah, we're not allowed any other games. Maybe Uno. If we're good.
Okay. Hold on. I need to finish making sure that this is correct.
I could kick your ass at Uno.
Yes?
Shut the fuck up. Shut up, Milo.
I take it Milo's kicked your ass at Uno.
No, he's making fun of me for messing up a word. Oh yeah, Milo's in my house.
Yeah, Milo's behind Dusty by like 5 feet.
He's sitting
I'm
on my
guessing.
bed. Yeah.
You can barely hear them.
We're going to Michigan like tomorrow.
Okay.
Really, Gremlin reunion hours? Yeah, Milo's in my
Androids,
house. Booked was in a
Yelp,
VC with me
Apple,
earlier. You're here.
Memory records.
Booked was also here.
Players.
Lucian is here.
Do I count as a gremlin? I don't think I count
Honorary.
as a gremlin. Honorary gremlin? I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take honorary.
I mean,
gremlin.
we're not really. The definition of gremlin used to be like based around Strife Solutions, but
Now it's based around Ghost Industries.
Yippee! We work for you now. How does it
You
feel?
work for me now.
How does it feel having just a bunch of fucking people in your lab doing shit?
It
That
feels
may or
pretty
may not
nice,
break
actually.
something.
It's quite nice. It's fun. It's good.
Yippee!
I like having people to talk about my OCs about.
Yippee!
Because that's basically what Ghost Industries is. It's just all my OCs.
Yeah.
It's all of my headcanons about everyone else. Like, that's what it is. Oh, I'm bad. I'm a bad person.
You are self-indulgence central.
I am. But I think that's a good thing.
It's absolutely a good thing. Literally, okay. A couple days ago, I was like talking about No Name in another server, and I was like worried about being cringe. And then you started posting about fucking Ariana Grande on your public Tumblr, and I'm like, maybe that's not. Maybe I'm just being mentally ill.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
I wish to have your confidence someday.
I mean, I don't really have confidence, Dusty. I just don't give two shits what people think about me.
I believe that is the same thing.
I mean, is it though?
Yeah.
Like, I don't see confidence and not caring about what people think about you as being the same thing. Because I always see confidence as being, like, really, like, brave and, like, forthright about things. And I'm just like, I don't care, go away. Bugger off. I'm trying to do something
Why have you turned
here,
into Scrooge?
Yeah, it's like I'm not being confident in my eyes. I'm just being, like...
Aluka agrees with me.
Yeah. It is really brave to not care about people. I care about people. I just don't care what people think of me. You know?
Exactly.
It's like I will walk out that door in like full top hat, white tie, and tails. Okay. I will not walk out that door right now because it's freezing cold. But I would walk out that door in a full top hat, white tie, and tails. Look, my hats are behind me right now.
Put it on.
So, well, I mean, I can't because I'm wearing this, but...
Put it on.
Yeah! Look! It's flat!
I need you to know I can hear all of your shuffling in the Discord call.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. There's a little bit of audio filtering on the stream, but... I am apparently very autistic, Aluka. And I've only started realizing that recently because my mother was like, oh no, you're not autistic. You're perfectly normal. Turns out, my mother might be autistic as well.
That's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like, I'm autistic, my sister's autistic, I'm relatively certain that even my grandmother is slightly autistic. Not to the same degree, but she's had, like, years of masking, so, you know. But, like, she used to have, like, fixations on microbiology and, like, books and diving, and I'm like, I'm sensing autism. So
yeah, I'm looking suspiciously at my own mother, and I know for sure that someone on my mom's side of the family that was like recently born is definitely autistic, because I was like sitting in on a family conversation when like my aunt was over, lives in a different state, but they were talking about like a kid, like a cousin or someone, I don't remember. But they were talking about how they would, like, rock when they're distressed. And, like, oh, that's so weird. And I don't know why they do that. And I'm just sitting there like, I know. I know why they do that.
Yeah.
So it's there genetically. I don't
Mhm.
know who it's from, but it's there.
Yeah. Okay. Next error.
That makes
this
sense for you, Aluka.
would be Formic warp error. That's what this one is.
Ooh. Birthed a
this-
clown! Birthed a clown!
This error in particular was one that Wither brought up. What happens when Formic warp invades an Android system?
Holy shit, Warp. We know that guy.
Okay.
Lydia, it could be both. They have a lot of overlap and are usually comorbid. No, I'm not calling Lydia stupid. Hey, did you know that ADHD actually changes the shape of your brain? It's fucked up. Oh, Aluka's asking you to come to the mic. Come here.
Hmm?
Come here.
Hi.
It's a Milo.
It's Milo! Oh, Aluka has called you a bitch. Awesome. Well, we've got a second guest on the stream now.
Yeah.
Yay.
I have to sit on the edge of the bed that I can be heard.
He is
Okay,
just sitting
so
on the edge of my bed.
We have
Oh, sorry.
error uplink disconnect, error uplink disconnect pod
Awesome.
Malfunction, and error Formic warp. So
How's that? How are you
then
doing?
we can move on to.
I'm good. Making a guy.
He's making a guy.
POMC protocols. Or players of multiple consciousness.
Hee. Oh, that is a fucked up robot flesh beast.
What? What? Where?
Milo
What?
has shown me a fucked up flesh beast.
Oh dear. Oh my.
Yeah? Don't say it like that.
Oh my. Oh my.
Hey, Milo, do you want to post the fucking thing in the VC real quick? So we can make this infinitely worse?
Do please. This couldn't get any better at this point. Oh. My.
Yeah.
Tentacles. Oh my tentacles. Yep. Okay.
Your?
oh my tentacles. Yes, sure. I mean, if it's a Ghost Industries android, then technically yes. Oh my tentacles.
I see.
We have fun here. We do fun.
I'm holding my tongue.
You're holding your what now?
My tongue!
Oh, tongue! I see!
What the fuck did you think I said?
Well, what I heard you say was I'm holding my cunt. So, you know,
No!
I'm a little bit confused by that one. My brain processed that a little weirdly. I was like, "Excuse me? Excuse me, what?"
Hey, you know what I have the power to do?
Do tell. Hi, Tyson. Welcome. Dusty is gone. Dusty has died.
Hi.
Oh, did you put me in the corner? Oh, you're rude. I can't hear join notifications, Dusty. I can't tell when that happens.
Get in the fucking corner. For your crimes.
You know, I was gonna leave it, Luca. I was gonna leave it, but I'll change it just for you. Yes. We have fun here. We do fun. Right. Okay. We're almost done here. We're almost done with
Hi,
this
Titan.
section. Ghost Industries Ltd protocol in regards to POMCs, or players of multiple consciousnesses, aka players with what was once known as multiple personality disorder, that I don't actually know what it's diagnosed as these days, but I have it.
Usually DID or OSDD.
DID, what does that stand for?
Yeah, they're two different things, but similar.
Yeah, but what does DID stand for? Like,
Dissociative identity disorder.
thank you. Good. That will be helpful, actually, for this.
I don't think a doctor can diagnose you with dicks.
You don't think... You know, I'm relatively sure that a doctor can diagnose you with dicks if you happen to have one, or you might require one. I mean, oh, fair enough, Aluka. A doctor diagnosed you with no pussy, so congrats. I guess. I'm not entirely sure.
I really hope that Milo saying penis came across on my mic.
It did not, probably because I was
This
talking.
is so fucking sad. Do it again, but louder.
Doctor, what's wrong with me? Penis.
Great.
Okay.
It's gone downhill so fucking fast.
The Ghost Industries Ltd protocol in regards to persons of multiple consciousness. Or players of multiple consciousness is split into three distinct categories. Natural multiple consciousness, wherein a player has a have I spelled this wrong? Does naturally have two L's or one L? I think it has two. Naturally. Yeah, okay, there we go. Thank you, Aluka. You know, sometimes I just forget basic grammar, and that's not good, and I'm relatively sure that that might be a problem that is getting worse. Oh
Happens.
well.
It may or may not be because your sleep schedule is awful.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Said from experience. But I am also dyslexic, so take that with a grain of salt.
Ah! Thanks for
Cheers.
that.
Listen. You don't have a noise
Aluka said
redeem.
metal
I have
pipe. Fair enough.
to. You don't have a noise redeem. I have to do it myself.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess. What was the other one you said, Dusty? DID and
OSDD.
OSDD. What's that one?
I am not actually sure what it stands for, but I've heard about it.
I want to get my medical
Other specified
terminology.
dissociative disorder.
Huh.
Makes sense.
I'm just gonna put OSDD. That seems
Yeah.
better.
Could just say similar. DID or similar. Oh, I'm sorry, Lau.
That's kind of
Lucian
the
might
point
want to
about
turn
it,
their soundboard down. Just a little bit.
I do not know how to do that, and I can't
You
be
open the
bothered.
soundboard and then you press
And
the
I can't be
volume
bothered.
button.
It's not
Oh.
happening. People will get jump scared just as badly as I will. It's fine.
Man.
In this instance, standard neural pathway duplication is used. There is no need. Standard neural pathway imprinting is used. There is no change from standard procedure. Symbiotic consciousness. Love this one. And then there's parasitic consciousness, which is all a bit of fun on its own.
When you got worms in you.
Yeah. OSDD is a less naturalized model of DID. I technically fall into OSDD, but they just kind of go, it's close enough, DID now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
I need to look more into dissociative disorders. I have something wrong with me.
We all have something wrong with us, Dusty.
This is true.
Symbiotic
I have so many things wrong with me.
consciousness, wherein an occupant has an additional consciousness attached to the primary one through an external method, such as a symbiotic being, or neural transfer with full awareness and acceptance. In this instance, the Android uplink is connected to both consciousness sources so that the connection can be maintained. Parasitic consciousness, wherein an occupant has an additional consciousness attached to the primary one through a parasitic organism or mind that has invaded that of the primary occupant. In this instance, the occupant is given the choice of neural surgery for removal of the parasitic consciousness or integration to turn the parasitic consciousness into a symbiotic consciousness. After that, standard operating protocols apply. Okay.
Actually, yeah. Well, it brings up a good point. What happens if the mind rejects the body?
I mean, there isn't really a case for that because you're not really in it, right?
What if it doesn't like it anyway?
Because you're not really in it, you're controlling it, right? So it's not like you're in that body, it's like you're playing that body. If that makes any sense. It's like
Okay. Counterpoint. Have you heard of the thing where like people that play VR chat long enough start like having phantom limb stuffs of their avatar? Sensations.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that would happen if... Oh. That's Tetris syndrome? Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, if the mind rejects the body, right, then at that point, it's back to design phase to adjust the body to parameters that the mind would accept, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah. that would probably go under the step 1 heading.
Transgender.
Oh no. Hobbitan! Welcome!
Hi!
Welcome, Raiders. I'm actually gonna save this page, considering how much I've done on here. I do not want to lose any of this. Yay! Android Consciousness System. God, this page is really long, actually.
Smiles.
Like, this is how big it usually is, and it's still massive.
Let's make it longer.
Let's make it longer. Okay, so let's see. But yes, hello everybody, hello Raiders, welcome. We're back, we're live once again. We've been away for like 20 days. Okay,
Lucian
fucker, I'm
got
gonna go
out of
cook
hell.
dinner and get my uterus ripped out. Y'all take care of yourself and
Bye,
whatnot,
love
but like,
you.
hasta la bye-bye. I have to go be responsible. Hasta la bye-bye to you too, Aluka. Have a good evening. Ah, we have fun here.
We do.
We do.
And now, hopefully, now
I
that Aluka's
suppose.
gone, we don't fucking get horny again.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Let's...
Hi!
do
Oh.
that,
Alright.
that.
You heard the chat.
No, I don't have the space right now.
You heard the
Literally, I do not have the space.
chat. Go outside.
I am not. No, it is freezing out there. I am not leaving
Actually,
the
yeah,
comfort
you do
of my
have like
blankets.
a little hallway.
No, it is not big enough, Dusty. It is not big enough.
What if you open the door?
That door has no doorstop right now.
I see. Rock.
And also, I don't really want to stand up because I am in my pajamas right now. And I'm on camera. So, I will save those sit-ups and push-ups for next stream when I have the space. Because right now, there is no space. There is none. It's so cramped in here right now. Do it on the wall. I'm not Spider-Man, Titan.
I think you are.
I don't think I am.
I think you are.
Okay.
Leaning over from Mike, what chat needs to do then is do
Let's
point
let's
for
put
exercise
dysphoria
as
in
much as
errors.
possible, and then when next stream, continue doing that and just kill Lucian.
Error D.
Make it stack.
They
that
technically
beast.
do. Wall push-up can be done. I can see why. There isn't really any space for that either at the moment.
Lucian is kind of surrounded by boxes.
I am absolutely surrounded by boxes right now. It's kind of terrifying. Error D. Error dysphoria. When first
When you are transgender.
implementing the Android
Real. Vandium.
implementing system, some players
You post that in
can
this thread?
suffer from body dysphoria or what's the other? Is the other one dysmorphia?
Dysmorphia is more like looking in the mirror and seeing something different than what you actually look like.
Ah, okay.
It's like fucked up.
That would technically count under this. Or dysmorphia. In this situation, the player will be disconnected from the system and body will undergo redesign to the player's specifications until a comfortable fit is achieved that does not trigger dysphoria or dysmorphia. I think that covers dysphoria and dysmorphia pretty well.
Yippee!
Yeah.
So what I've just learned is that dysmorphia falls under the OCD spectrum.
Interesting.
And there's also a butterfly genus called dysmorphia.
Yes, there is. Okay. The Android consciousness system has been written. We quickly need to add it into the categories. And it will go into projects.
These are just all the same butterfly.
Apply and save changes. And now all of this information is available on the wiki.
In your local library.
Actually, I do want to add something small to the top. Unlike companies such as Yog Labs or Bigger.
I wonder if it's because there's a cat in the house.
Followed more.
Yeah. He's an allergen boy.
Organic engineering.
Kitty.
Groups. Most industries.
It could be because you're in another state.
There we go. I love adding in tiny references to people who probably will never see my work, but you know what?
Yippee!
If they do, well, they can't really do much about it because this is a fan project. Technically speaking, right? Technically speaking, until such a time as someone comes to me and says that they want to join the Ghost Industries world, every reference is just fan fiction. That's how I see it. Until someone actively goes, I want to be a part of this world, like Dave did, I will actively just go, this is fan fiction. And as soon as someone goes, I want to be part of this, I'll go, this is canon! And I'll be happy about it. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done. Alright. I will copy.
So proud of you.
Paste the link. That took 3 hours.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Right. Ladies, gentlemen, all variations thereof. We're gonna call it here for the evening. However, I'm gonna send you all to bother lying.
I love to bother lying.
Yeah, we do love to bother lying. Yeah, we're gonna go bother lying. Thank you all very much for joining us. Enjoy Raid. Have a very good evening, everyone. Go bother a lying. Give them some love, because they've been without me for so long. They've been without me for so long. I need to make sure that they're reminded how annoying I